The Soweto Theatre has announced South African award-winning jazz vocalist and composer Gabi Motuba as the first artist for the residency from January 2022 to June this year. The purpose of the residency project is to provide employment opportunities for qualified young professional musicians and to find ways to include our programs students in the productions, our workshops and performances, as well with touring musicians. The first installment of the residency will introduce the musical theatre performance students to the art of composition, as well as exploring new innovative techniques to create music. Gabi joins us now to tell us more about this. A very good morning to you, and thank you so much for your time. First of all, congratulations. What an achievement. How does it feel to be the first person to be taken into residency at the Soweto Theatre?
Good morning to all the listeners and all the viewers. It feels really, I'm humbled, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity. You know, as a young composer, these kinds of opportunities don't happen often. So, yeah, I'm very excited about the project.
Yeah, and what does this project then do for you personally, for your career, as well as for jazz in the country?
Well, for myself, I mean, I'm a composer, so having access to a junior orchestra for me to be able to create music and hear it live, like in real time, is something that's really invaluable, because most of the time when us as young composers, you know, we compose music and then it only lives on sheet music, or on software, you know. So now I get to write music and then hear it, you know, the following day or the following week, which is really incredible. I think for jazz, it will just grow the music even more, you know, to be able to explore, like I say, in real time. It's just, yeah, it's really invaluable for us.
And the skills transfer that you'll be getting with just some of the people that you'll have access to is, I mean, I would assume it's going to be invaluable for yourself as well. What does that, you know, mean for growing composers like yourself within the industry and making you world class?
I didn't hear the question again. Could you please just repeat the first part?
Sure. What does you know, the fact that you'll be able to have access to so many different people do for young composers like yourself to take you to the world stage?
Well, you know, just for the exposure for one, I'm exposed to this kind of platform, which, like I say, it's a very rare opportunity. And they too, it's the same, you know, they get to work with an artist like myself, and they get to really learn what the industry really does look like, what the kind of options that they have as young artists, because, you know, not all of them are going to be performers. Some will be composers, some, you know, will be sound engineers, etc., etc. So just from my perspective, they get to kind of also pick on my experiences, you know, and I think for them, it just gives them a little bit more guidance as to what the industry is really like.
Yeah, we don't often think of jazz and young artists like yourself. I mean, you're 30 this year, but you definitely have a lot to give. You've already given so much. We've seen debuted your album that you've composed featuring the Swiss pianist Malcolm Braff. We've also seen your solo album, Tafiti, Goddess of Creation. So there's already a body of work that you have that is a phenomenal body of work, mind you. How much more of that will be created while you're within this residency?
I will try to compose a lot more music. This is what I want to do, because I am working with the junior orchestra, and the instruments, you know, range from string quartet, strings to brass. You know, I have like all of them. So, but they're not all on a very advanced level. So I also have to kind of adjust the way that I'm writing, but it also allows me to refine the very basics in composing and in music, you know, so I'm having a lot of fun. But yes, I'm really trying to compose as much music as possible and publish it in one form or another. Yeah.
6-month residency, what are your expectations coming out of it? What would you hope to have achieved by the end of the 6 months?
a better musician by the end of it. I hope that the kids also get to enjoy this program. I hope that we realize something very sustainable for the young musicians of Soweto. I hope they get a sense of, like the industry, and they feel that this program has really informed them a little bit more about what's happening and given them a little bit more guidance. Because I feel as though, even as a young composer, this is what is missing in the industry. We don't have kind of that very accessible guidance to say that, okay, if you want to do this, this is your trajectory. And, we don't have those kinds of conversations. So I'm really hoping that the children and the young performers just get an opportunity to ask as many questions as they can, to learn as much as they can, and get a sense of really what the industry is about. And we're looking forward to seeing what you will be creating, composing in real time. That is absolutely phenomenal. Once again, congratulations for that achievement, and all the best going forward. That is the award-winning jazz vocalist and composer, Gabi Motuba.